DaVinci Resolve includes dedicated voiceover tools within both the cut and edit pages. Before jumping right into recording, it's useful to understand where your new audio files will be stored. When initially creating a project, or even later in the project settings, you can define specific project media location. If not set, recordings default to the first media storage location defined in the preferences. Let's look at the voiceover tool on the cut page. You can access it by clicking the voiceover icon below the viewer. First, let's click on this little microphone gear icon for the settings. At the top here, we can set what microphone we want to use as well as what track we would like to record into. If we leave these settings defaults, DaVinci Resolve will record into a voiceover track. Next, we have the monitoring options. If you find it difficult to hear yourself when recording, you can mute while recording. You can also set a countdown preference, none, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, providing a visual cue before recording. To define where a recording starts, simply place your playhead or set an endpoint on the timeline. This endpoint also serves as a cue mark for retakes. For challenging recording environments, you can activate voice isolation to reduce background noise and dialogue leveler to maintain consistent volume. Applying these effects live during recording, click record. The interface turns red indicating recording is active. When you're finished, you can hit stop or the spacebar on your keyboard. The playhead will automatically return to the start position, ready for playback or another take. If you need another try, you can click Q to jump to the endpoint if one was set, and then start recording again by hitting record. The new take replaces the old one on the timeline, but all previous takes are kept safely in the media pool if you need to access them later. The cut page voiceover tool features an integrated prompter. This little script icon is for the script settings. Under the script settings, this is where we can enable the prompt overlay as well as load script files. Script files should just be plain text files. There's also a handful of settings in here to improve readability, like font size, line space, and margins and background opacity. If you're using the teleprompter, you might want to set in and out points to define the duration of your script. The prompter will automatically adjust the scroll speed to fit this range. If no in and out points are set, the script will cover the entire timeline. Upon pressing record, the script will start to scroll over the viewer as you record. Now let's jump over to the edit page. The voiceover tool there is slightly different. In the timeline area, we'll click on this little microphone to open up the record voiceover tool. As you can see, this version of the tool is a bit more compact and it's actually floating, so we can move it around on our screen. We can add in here a file name. If we don't set one, it'll just use the track name. Select our microphone as well as where we want the recordings to be placed in the timeline. And just like the cut page, we'll place our playhead and then we'll click on the microphone to start recording. To stop, we can just hit the record button again or hit spacebar. When we're done recording, the playhead will jump back to the start, instantly ready for a playback or a retake. And just like the cut page, we can overwrite previous takes while maintaining older takes in the media pool. Additional options are available by clicking the three little dot menu. Enable input monitoring to hear the microphone during recording. This feature also gives you access to an adjustable levels control. You can add a 3-second countdown visual cue. Also have an option to mute timeline audio while recording. This helps with avoiding distractions. And then we have stereo input. Select this if you have a stereo microphone. The hide option simplifies this interface even further with removing all of the controls, aiding with preventing accidental changes. DaVinci Resolve has long offered a robust audio recording capability via the ADR toolset on the Fusion page. However, that workflow involves more setup as it's designed for complex audio post-production tasks. So that's the voiceover tools in DaVinci Resolve in 3 minutes. Give this video a like if you want to see more short videos like this one.